Welcome to another episode by Education by Spencer. Today we'll be covering TEKS 62A, classifying sets of rational numbers, or classifying sets of numbers, excuse me. All right, let's go over a little bit of the procedures before we get started. Today, we will learn how to use a Venn diagram. And that is, we will draw a Venn diagram every time we get ready to solve a problem. I want to give you a couple of the points. So we're going to go through the 4 steps. Our first step will be to draw the most inner circle, which is natural numbers. May not appear on all Venn diagrams, but all natural numbers are counting numbers, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and so on. The next step, we will draw whole numbers. Our whole numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you see the similarities? Whole numbers are natural numbers or counting numbers, but whole numbers also include 0. So when we naturally count, we always start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whole numbers start with 0. All right, our third inner circles are integers. And integers are whole numbers and their opposite. Now, when you think about a opposite, I think about positive and negative. And that's basically what an integer is. I have a positive one, but I got a negative one. That's an integer. And 0 is also an integer. So an integer includes all natural numbers, all whole numbers, and their opposites, okay? Now, when we get to rational numbers will be pretty much the same thing. It encompasses everything that we just talked about. A rational number could be a natural number, a whole number, an integer, but a rational number can also be a fraction or a decimal. Now, an integer, a whole number, and a natural number cannot be a fraction or a decimal. A rational number can be. So that's the different classifications, okay? So when we classify rational numbers, if we have a fraction or a decimal, it will be a rational number. Integers will be negative numbers. Whole numbers will be positive numbers, including 0, and counting numbers will be positive numbers, okay? Now, let's get started with our lesson. And today we'll be covering a question from 62A. This question comes from the STAAR test of 2016. Let's dive into it. Which Venn diagram best represents the relationships among integers, natural numbers, rational numbers, and whole numbers? All right, get my attitude buttons out, make sure everything is straight. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to draw my first inner circle. And I know my first inner circle is going to be natural numbers. Then I'm going to draw another inner circle. That's going to represent my whole numbers. Another circle, integers, and my last circle will be rational. Now, based off of what I just learned, this is how I should set it up. It should be natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and rational numbers. So I'm gonna eliminate based off of the procedures that I learned from my concept map, and I'll be able to find my answer. So when I look here, integer is my outer, that's false. Natural number, outer, false. Rational number, yes. Integer, but natural number is in the wrong spot, false. I have rational number, integer, whole number, natural number. This is correct. Your answer should have been J. Hey, I'll catch you at the next problem, man. Y'all enjoy the lesson.